Welcome to Find Your Lady Tribe. My name is Brenda.
And I am Michelle.
And it's our mission to build a community of lady tribes, a place to connect and grow your tribe with resources, ideas, workshops, retreats, and events. We invite you to join our inner circle and become a tribe leader. It's free!
Each week, we will start a conversation about connecting within your tribe and across all of our tribes. Our goal is to create 1,000 new lady tribes in 2022. And each episode will challenge you with a call to action. The first one is to join our inner circle. Go to tinyurl.com/myladytribe. And as a gratitude gift, we will send you a downloadable copy of Chapter 1 of Lady and the Tribe, The Awakening.
Yay! So please subscribe to be notified of a new episode each week.
Because
when three or more gather, we are tribe. Hi, everyone. We are so grateful that you're here with us today. And we want to start off this episode. We kind of have an announcement, right?
Yes.
The name of our podcast is taken a shift, formerly known as the Connection Connoisseur. And we want to share a little bit about the history of the Connection Connoisseur and why that made sense and makes sense to a certain degree, but why we are shifting in a new direction based on our mission to help build and create thousands of lady tribes around the world. So the name of our podcast going forward is Find Your Lady Tribe, because that is what we are all about connecting on a deep level with a handful or more of soul connections that know you, like you, love you everywhere you are, to help you live this life that we are put on this earth to live. But we wanted to share a little bit about the history of the Connection Connoisseur and how that term came about and what it meant. And I have to defer to my good friend Michelle when it comes to that, because she blurted it out one day in response to an event that we were holding or something like that. And I was like, whoa, that kind of feels, I have a resonance with that. So can you share where we were and what was going on in your head and how that just came, that the greatness came out of you in that way?
I believe that it was on one of our GNO retreats where we were sitting together and thinking about building other people up and what individuals' talents were. And Brenda, I believe, has always had just a gift of connecting people together and has always inspired me to connect with others and make the space to do that. Brenda's always just been the best at it. She's also been the best at wine. And if Brenda is a wine connoisseur and a friendship connoisseur, mixed with her gift of connecting people, that's where the Connection Connoisseur really came right out of my mouth. That's a perfect title, and she's served that title well.
You know, and I never even got that. I never even got the wine connoisseur connected to that until this moment. Now, the way you describe it, and I know you've talked about it being related to wine before, and I was like, I don't really get that. But now I get it. I understand. So, well, thank you for that. I took it as a huge compliment, and I thought, well, I do love connecting people. I do love bringing people together and just seeing what sticks and seeing what we can build from this. And I even rolled that into that title into other areas of my life, connecting people to resources, connecting people to things that they may need to make their life better. So when the podcast started, it was me solo, if you go back to 30 episodes or so ago, and it was talking on topics of connection, but it very quickly veered to women in tribe and being connected relationship-wise. And so as we continued to evolve the conversation, Connection Connoisseur just wasn't kind of feeling, for me, like it was really hitting the mark anymore. And we want people to find us, right? We want to help people find their tribe, but we want to help people find us, find the tools and resources and workshops and information that we think that we have to share with the world to help connect us on a much deeper level. And if you can't find us, we're not going to be able to help. So that's...
Well, if I can't spell it, I can't find you.
Connoisseur is not an easy one to spell. So we formally decided to change the title to Find Your Lady Tribe, which speaks to exactly what we hope to do in the months and years to come through, again, our newsletters and podcasts, but also with events that are going to come to connect women across the country, locally and nationally and internationally. We see big things because we think there's such a power in all of us coming together with a movement of sorts, right?
Yes.
We are so much stronger together. We are so much better together, and we can exponentially change things for the better.
Yeah, just by getting together. We have a lot of conversations that we think it's time to have. We want to start with some topics like friends that pray together, stay together, just like families, but we think that friends who meditate together, stay together. We'll cover courageous conversations, those difficult sort of discussions that have to happen occasionally in friendships, both on the initiating side or the receiving side of just conflict resolution within our friendships.
Right, because it's so important, because any deep relationship you have is going to have some bumps in it. It's not all just going to be rainbows and sunshine, right? So we want to help you with just having this conversation of, hey, is it worth it? Is this person worth it for me to go to that next level and have that hard conversation? So we're going to discuss that. Also, just women in competition in general. We are not born competitive beings. We are not born competitors. And I don't care what anybody says about women trying to fight each other for men or anything. I just don't buy it. It doesn't feel right in my soul.
We're born collaborators.
We are born collaborators, so we're absolutely going to delve into that. Topics like forgiveness.
Yes.
When it's appropriate to forgive and who that really benefits.
Right, me, right? It benefits me. Forgiveness is a gift that we give ourselves, and we forget sometimes. We think that we're granting such grace for another person, but just learning how to apply that to ourselves
and heal
is a good conversation for us to start with.
Absolutely.
And we want to talk about retreats and the way that different type of retreats feed our souls, and what those kind of events can look like, and even collaborate to build retreat ideas for the future.
Right, because going deep in those intensive situations where it's just all good and love, you're surrounded by unconditional love and acceptance, and being able to communicate at that level is so empowering, and you actually walk away a different person, a way that's free of resistance. Things like going deep. We're going to talk about that a lot. We're going to talk about going deep and how to do that, because I've heard some people just say, okay, I want to, but I don't know what to do. I mean, do I go too deep? If I go too deep too fast, that's going to be scary for both people involved. And how do I do it? What does that look like? So we're going to, throughout our conversations, we're going to be trickling in examples of how to effectively go deep, and get in that muck sometimes, because it's in the muck where that connection is fortified. We're even going to delve into feminine archetypes, right?
Yes.
I'm really excited about that.
And all of the roles within the tribes. What role you play, what role I play, and how every tribe is different, and every interaction within the tribe, the dynamic within the tribe is all based on those roles within the tribe.
Right, absolutely. So much, and so much more. Was there anything big we missed? We're so excited. We just love talking about this and brainstorming and thinking what a difference that as a community we can make, energetically speaking, to just bring people together. So all of the topics that we'll be discussing in the months ahead really are so that we can be connectors and that we can build a community of connectors.
So what is a connector,
Okay,
Brenda?
yes. So a connector is someone who is kind of going about life intentionally. And as you are out in the world and you see a need, you kind of naturally just want to fill the need or solve the problem, connect people who need each other. Maybe it's through events and socials and parties, and that's definitely a big part of it. The social piece of it, and finding, that's how you are going to build those people, find the people that you like and that you want to build deeper with, but also just being very intentional about putting things together, because it's not always as easy. Sometimes we're out there on autopilot, but just being of an intentional mindset to see the needs, put people together, make things happen. It's hard to describe what a connector is.
Well, you're certainly the professional connector in my mind, because you've always done it so well. And I've always wanted to be like you when it came to that kind of connection. And so how do you teach someone to do it if they don't think that it's within them?
Right. So we all have it within us, but it is a choice to do so, and it's just a mindset. I think, as our friend Tresson would say, and it's you go into it with the right mindset of being a connector, saying, how am I going to make an impact? And we can do that by being a connector. So we want to attack this with all of these episodes and information and workshops, basically in a threefold way. First of all, we're going to talk a lot about helping you and us rediscover what lights us up.
Yes.
Because that's the foundation. I mean, when we talk about the tribe, lady and the tribe, first the lady has to have 2 feet to stand on and know why she does, what she's living for, who she died for, what she died for, where is that point of reference, so that we can live a purpose-driven life and move forward from that. Because I feel like a lot of us over decades of time have let go of that light because we are so of service to others.
Yeah.
And we forget about what is it that outside of my family, what is it that really lights me up? So we want to help women to rediscover that. Number one, we want to help you all connect to like-minded women who would like to build tribe with you and as a community. We want to have overlapping circles. And that brings me to the third point. We want to build a community of overlapping circles of tribes. So tribes all around the world intersecting and overlapping and creating this community, a community of tribe leaders who really want to launch a movement of connectors all over the world.
Wow. Can you imagine how 1,000 new lady tribes would raise the vibration of change in the world?
Wow.
But we can't do it without you.
Yeah, so we really need your help. We need you to jump on board, and we need to be able to communicate with you directly. And how do we do that? Please join our inner circle. It is super easy. Just go to tinyurl.com/myladytribe and sign up. You're going to get a weekly friendship tip, and then you'll be notified of everything we have going on locally and across the country and all over the world. One day we are going to connect lady tribes and make this happen.
Oh, and you can also find us on Facebook, Lady and the Tribe Inner Circle.
Yes, go find us. It's a Facebook group. We'd love to have a live conversation with all of you there, because we are all connected, and if we just keep that in our forefront of our mind and we move in that direction, wow.
Wow. Well, okay, it sounds like we are bidding goodbye to the Connection Connoisseur and welcoming in the Find Your Tribe podcast.
Yes, absolutely. And the Connection Connoisseur will always pop her little head in here once in a while. That's happening for sure.
Good. Well, then launching a movement of connectors. That's wow.
Wow. So until next time, when three or more gather, we are tribe.